Hey guys, Christos here and welcome back for another video and the third part of my online arbitrage for beginners series. In parts 1 and 2 we covered exactly what is online arbitrage, whether it would be a good business model for you or not, and then we looked at how to manually source products on the internet using the copy and paste method. In part 3 and today's video we're going to be looking at my exact sourcing strategy for when I first started out. I'm going to be showing you the criteria that I used, and I'm going to be showing you two methods, a free method, and then as always I will be showing you a paid method which I currently use at the moment to help you level up your game if you wanted to take that route. So let's not waste any time, let's get into the video. Okay, so before we jump into the depths of any sourcing examples and really showing you the analysis side of things, the key thing that you guys need to have before you do any of this is a sourcing criteria, which is basically just a checklist of requirements that your product needs to meet to make you say, yes, let's go ahead and buy that product. So what I'm going to do is share with you the criteria that I used at the start of my online arbitrage sourcing journey and just go through it. You don't have to stick to it, just use it as an example. Like I say, you might see the ROI and think that might be a little bit low for you, or you might be a little bit low in the sales rank as well. Feel free to change it at your will, and but yeah, like I said, this is just an example of what I used and what worked well for me. So the first thing that I would always check in the criteria is that product eligible, or is it a hazmat product? So if it's not eligible and it's a hazardous materials product, there is literally no point checking anything else because you can't sell it. Then we move to probably the second most important bit, which is obviously, does that product return a profit? For me, my ROI, I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, is normally 30%. I normally don't look at anything lower than 30%. So if you're buying something for £3, it needs to return at least a minimum of, say, around £1 in profit. So £9, you want to be returning profit of £3, so on and so forth. From there, we're going to be looking at the sales rank. So for me, it's the top 1% because I like to get my products in and shipped out as soon as possible. You can, like I said before, change these criterias to what suits you. If you're happy to sit on a product a little bit longer, then you can do that. But if you didn't know what the top percentage in the sales ranks are, I will leave a link to a sales rank chart in the description below, and you can head over there and check that. From there, one thing, this isn't really a check that I do, but what I normally do is I will check if Amazon is on the listing. So this doesn't mean that I won't buy the product. So for example, if Amazon is on the listing and the product doesn't really have much of a margin, let's say it's bang on 30% or maybe just a bit higher, then that could really sway me to not buying that product because I don't really have much margins to move below Amazon to convince a customer to buy it from me instead of buying it from Amazon. However, if the product was a really good sales rank and it had lots of profit in and Amazon was on the listing, then maybe I would consider buying that product because you never know who might look into that any other listings section. That is if Amazon is not sharing the buy box. There are cases where Amazon do share the buy box. No one really knows what categories or what products that they do that on. That is still a myth at the moment. But yeah, so I'd normally have a little check, and I do a little bit of my own side analysis around Amazon being on the buy box. The next thing I normally do is check the amount of FBA sellers. So for me, a basic rule is if that product has got more than 10 FBA sellers, then that is a very competitive listing. A lot of people are going to be fighting for that buy box, which probably means there may be a few penny pinchers in there as well. So normally if the listing is over 10 sellers on that listing, then that's 10 prime sellers, on that listing, then I normally stay away from it. But like I say, you're more than welcome to go for it if you are willing to wait a little bit longer. So from there, I then go ahead and really dive into the analysis side of things, and that is checking the sales history of the product. If you haven't seen my video all about sales history, then I will leave a link up in the top right hand corner there for you to go and check out. But basically, sales history is diving in. I use a product called, or a tool called Helium 10, which is going to allow you to look at the past sales, and this really does give you a true sales rank on the product. So what I'll be doing here is checking to see if there's any spikes in the price, whether the price has been very low, and I'll just be doing a little bit of analysis on that, and I will just show you all of that in the next example. So stay tuned for that. From there, it's not really a big thing for me. I will just have a quick glance over the reviews. The only thing I'm looking for on the review side of thing is if that product has maybe a 1-star review, and then maybe I'll look into the reviews a bit. But I personally don't believe reviews on the product really mean too much. I normally say if it's 3 stars and above, then there's no problems with it at all. So yeah, reviews isn't a big thing. And then the final thing that I will just double check is whether that product is oversized. This isn't a game changer as to whether I will buy the product or not. It's basically just an indication of how many products of that I'm going to buy, because you need to then think about shipments, because oversized products get sent to different warehouses and fulfillment centers, and that can cause split shipments. So if you can get a load of oversized products together and get them all in one box or multiple boxes, then that could be good. But I just have a little check at the end just to see if that product is oversized. But that is basically the criteria that I use for when I'm outsourcing, when I'm doing my manual sourcing with online arbitrage only. Retail arbitrage, obviously this all changes, but online arbitrage, this is my sourcing criteria. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get set up on another screen and just take you through just some examples of me sourcing some online products using this criteria and just showing you the process that I take. So see you in a second. Okay, so the first example that I'm going to show you guys is the completely free and manual route to take when analyzing a product. And I thought, as we used it in the second video, we might as well use it in the third one, and that's this PJ Masks Speed Booster toy that we sourced from Argos. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through the step-by-step process, going alongside our criteria as well, and just take you through it. So like we said in the criteria stage, we said about checking the eligibility or whether this product is hazardous material. So there's 2 ways in which you can do that. The first way is by actually just taking the ASIN. So if you scroll down on the page, you should be able to find the ASIN somewhere. Let me just find it. I think I've gone a little bit too far there. Here it is here in the product details section. So you just copy and paste that ASIN into your add product page on your Seller Central account. Or if you want to try it, you could get lucky, is actually grabbing your phone and the Amazon Seller app and actually scanning that product. And the products will actually come up on the app there, and you'll be able to see whether you are eligible and whether it's hazmat like that. But I would personally recommend going the ASIN route. You can even take the ASIN and type it into your app as well. But that's the first thing. So we're checking that product is eligible and hazmat. So in my case, I'm okay to sell this product. The next thing that we need to do is check the ROI of the product. So if you once again had watched the last video, you would have seen me go in and actually find out what the ROI on this product is. So you probably remember, but all we do is go over to this Amazon revenue calculator, and then we pop the price that it's selling for, which is $11.89, and then we pop the price that we're paying for the product, which is £4, and then that's giving us a net margin of 32%, but the net ROI is the ROI is £3.88, which is, if we're paying £4 for the product, then that ROI is obviously well over 30%. So once again, we've hit another check mark there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is check whether Amazon is on the listing and then how many FBA sellers there are. So the easy way to do this is by coming over here. As you can see, we've got the buy box there, and actually Amazon don't hold the buy box, so that's a good sign straight away. But we're going to come down to this 37 used a new link here and click that, And that's going to take us into the listings page, sorry, not the listings, the sellers page for this product. And we're going to just click on Prime here, and that's going to filter out all of the Prime sellers. So as you can see, it doesn't look like Amazon is on this listing. However, there are a lot of Prime sellers on this listing. So the competition is going to be very high. And yeah, so doesn't hit that criteria, but it does hit the Amazon one. So like I said, you can always sell this product. You may wait it out and you may face some serious competition, but Amazon aren't on the listing, but there are more than 10 sellers. So I probably would be looking a little bit, feeling a little bit not confident on selling this product straight away, just because of the competition that this product has. So the next thing we're going to do is really the main part, in my opinion, of the sourcing analysis, the real juicy part, and it's the only part that really needs a little bit of skill and practice rather than just cross-referencing things, and that is checking the sales history. So as mentioned earlier on in the video, I use a free Chrome tool called Helium 10, which is a little bit like Keeper, but it also shows you the sales rank as well. If you want to get Helium 10, then the link is in the description below. It is a free Chrome tool, but you can only use it on Chrome. So if we scroll down, we'll see that here it is here. It will automatically come up on your Amazon account. So the first thing we're going to do is check the past 30 days sales and just see how the price has reacted over the last 30 days, because ideally, if we're going for less than 10, I know there's more than 10 on this product, but if we're going for less than 10 sellers, I'm going to be planning on selling it within the first 30 days. So it's always most important to check the 30 days history. So looking at the 30 days history, as you can see here, we've got the blue line, which is the price, and then we've got the red line, which is the sales rank, but we're going to be focusing on the price here because we know it's a good seller. So as we can see here, we are selling at $11.89 at the moment. But if we actually go back a few weeks, we have noticed that it has dropped in price, but it has shot straight back up. So that's not normally a warning sign. That's probably just a seller that's just had enough of it and just wants to get rid of it. And once he's got rid of it, straight away, it'll just go back up in price. So nothing too major here. I know the price has dropped a little bit here, but as you can see, it has always gone up. So 30 days isn't too bad. From there, we will head on to the 90 days. And then as we can see here, it seems to be consistently selling for $8.99, which isn't the best. It's probably not going to bring us that much of a return, but it will still bring profit at $8.99 if we're paying £4 for it. I don't know what it is to the top of my head. But yeah, as you can see, the price isn't really that stable on this product. So for me, that's a little bit of a warning sign now when doing my analysis. I want to be able to see a stable price when over a 90-day period of this product, because there is no way that I want this product more than 90 days in my inventory. So yeah, it's not looking great. I probably would be now looking at not buying this product simply due to the fact of the competition and the price fluctuating like it has done. If you were looking to hold on to it a long time, you can then look at 1 year and just see what the price has been over a year's period. As you can see, once again, it's fluctuated, so you can set the price at maybe $13.99 there and just wait it out, and you will eventually sell it within a year, but it's all dependent on your business goals. So let's just pretend everything is fine and dandy. We've hit all of our criterias, and we are on the final two pieces of our criteria now, which is the reviews and whether the product is oversized or not. So to check the reviews, it's really simple. Top of the page, you can see these stars here. This is the customer reviews. This product has got 10 customer reviews, all 5 stars. So with this product, we have got nothing to worry about at all. The only reason I would be worried, like I said before, is if a product had maybe 100, 200 reviews and they were all 1, 2, and possibly 3 stars. I would then look into that product and see what exactly is wrong with it. Because as good as it sounds, sending a product in and it will be returning lots of profit. If that product is just going to get refunded to you, it's a pointless exercise anyway. So it's always good to check the quality of a product via the reviews. So that's the reviews. If you want to check the weight and the size of a product, you can check it via Amazon's page, but what I actually just use is the Helium 10 extension again. If you scroll down here, you can see there's some details. You got the ASIN as well, and some ranking figures there, which is awesome. But as you can see here, we've got the package dimensions, the item dimensions, the weight, and the package weight. And what we want to be focusing on is the package dimensions, because this is the overall box of the product. And as you can see with this product, it is very small, so we're never going to be worrying about oversized products with this one. I think oversized normally kicks in at around 40, maybe 42 centimeters. Don't hold me to it, because I use a tool that just tells me whether it's oversized or not. But I will put a link in the descriptions to the oversized specifications in the description below. God, that was a mouthful. But yeah, that is basically the step-by-step process which I take to manually source a product. It may seem a little bit long-winded, which is, and if that does to you, then stick around, because I have a completely automated and super quick method, and it's the method that I use. So stick around. I'm just going to get set up with that, and I'll find another product and give you a quick demo. So yeah, see you in a second. Okay, so I've just popped myself on the left-hand side of the screen there, because I'm going to be needing all of this right-hand side to show you the second example, and that is using a paid Chrome extension called BuyBot Pro. So BuyBot Pro is the product that I use for all of my analysis, and it just saves me so much time than doing it on the first example using all the manual stuff. So this just gives you a quick run through. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, because I actually have a full demo and run through of BuyBot Pro, but just using the criteria again, all I'm going to do is pop in how much I paid for the product, and we are literally going to get all the information in this one box here. So eligible hazmat, as you can see, it's saying no, we are all good to sell. Return on investment is ridiculous on this product. Oh, by the way, the product is a little John Cena thing that I've pulled up. This isn't a buy from anywhere. I've just pulled up a recent source that I was looking at, and I put in £4. So obviously ROI is very good. 1% in the bestseller rank. We've got 1% there. Actually has a predictor there, so it's actually saying it may go up a little bit, but nothing too serious. But we've got the number as well. Is Amazon on the listing? We just hover over there, and it does say that Amazon is on the listing and Amazon is in the buy box, so that might be something to think about. And then we're going to scroll down here, and we're going to see how many prime sellers there are. So there are only 2 prime sellers, which isn't too bad. So you've only got a little bit of competition ahead of Amazon. And then we're going to look at the sales history, and if we scroll down, we've got exactly the same type of sales history chart as Helium 10, but for BuyBot Pro, and it actually has some extra features in now, which is like showing you what the buy box price is, which you don't get. And then we've got different average prices here, all kinds of stuff, stock levels. I believe there's a heat map somewhere, which I've turned off. You can see a heat map depending on how many sales are. You can really dive in deep with the analysis with BuyBot Pro, so it's really good. So yeah, simple sales chart just to show the sales history. I'm not going to go through all the examples again. Reviews, with reviews, I believe you just go straight up to the top there and just check the reviews. And then oversized, we have an oversized section here, and it's saying it's unlikely to be oversized. So and it's got all different things that you can read here, telling you maybe it might have a description of the oversized. Maybe not, but anyway, the final thing that it does do, which is great, is it gives you an overall score on the product, which I actually use quite a lot, just as a quick reference. So that's BuyBot Pro. That's the free, the paid version of my analysis examples, and it's the version that I use. So hope you got some value from that. Hope you got some value from the video. Like I said, both ways are completely fine to do. If you want to spend a little bit more time, or you're just starting out, then obviously it's always good to start out doing some manual sourcing, manual analysis, and then when you want to just scale up and just reduce your time that you spend in analyzing products, then BuyBot Pro is definitely an option for you. But yeah, I hope you liked the video, guys. Hope you got some value from it. Leave a comment with any questions about anything that you've seen in this video. If there's anything that has confused you, leave me a comment and I will reach out to you either in the comment section below, or I can always have a private chat with you. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.